Body. Ooh.
Land back, y'all. We here.
We here. How you doing, Comrade Jorly?
I'm doing amazing, Chief. You know, it's a cozy Thursday. We're here for our comrades and chiefs, and we're excited to be here.
Absolutely. I see your I was telling you before, I see your eyelids glistening, glowing,
Hello.
serving the girls.
Serving face. Hello.
You better. Welcome, everybody. This is our second episode for Reclaiming My Culture, where we celebrate ourselves as colonized people. We have so many amazing talents, so much brilliance. Our cultures, our food, our music, our dance, you name it, our cultures of resistance, okay? So that we can protect those traditions of culture and music and dance, right? So let's open up with a call to action. You know how we do, and you know we're building a city to protect these cultures of resistance and our beautiful communities and our people, and to build a future outside of this crackadom, white power colonialism capitalism.
Let's get them out of here.
And this is a fundraiser. In addition to reclaiming our culture, we are raising them funds. You feel me? So we're just going to remind you all we're building the city. Like I said, colonized people. It will be no coronavirus.
Nope.
Because we will be protecting ourselves, doing the things that white power couldn't do for its own people. Even though there's a science to it, there's an epidemiology to it. If you read, you can figure out how to protect people with quarantines and all kinds of things. Mandatory quarantines and, you know, basic science. So we will be doing those things in Hammer City. There will be no rent in Hammer City because we believe that homelessness. We believe that housing is a human right, and we're serious about it. And also, rent is a scam. Landlordism is a scam. These are just ways to extract more money out of poor and working class people to enrich the ownership class. What's the other thing I'm missing? No cops, because all they do is protect white property.
No pigs.
Property and whiteness, and we're not about that. Our pre-colonial societies did not have cops, and we don't need cops either.
Period.
And of course, no colonizers. So we will be returning the land to the indigenous people. We have our land liberators, this amazing council of indigenous Two Turtle Island folks who are at the helm of this project, making sure that we are respecting their land. And that's the way we are entering into this project, respectfully. So anyway, you can donate to CashApp, Venmo, that's BuildHammerCity, or at GoFundMe. We just broke 40K, y'all. We just broke 40K, okay? Can we just
Can we
say
get a donation for that? Can we get a donation for that and celebrate, y'all? Let's get this money flowing, honey.
it's been a journey. We got 40K now plus. So and our goal for tonight is at least $50. So, break open them wallets, get that lint out your pocket, dig up whatever you got. And let's get these funds. We need to keep building it.
So we can keep supporting and growing as a community, y'all.
That's what's up.
Ooh.
Right. So show us what you got.
I'm excited for today, Chief.
We got a special surprise, a special guest for y'all. Okay. It might have been announced online, but it's real special. We have Commander in Chief, okay, Gazi Kodzo here today. Yes, Sicko Praxis. You better work. Thank you, Sicko Praxis. Land back, revolutionary salute.
Land back.
Yeah, so Gazi's gonna come on here and talk with us. There he is!
Yes!
Hi! Land back!
Land back!
Land back, everybody.
How we doing?
We doing good. We doing good. I usually don't come with my glasses because always be a great crazy ass glare, but I'm gonna just give you angles.
Honey, you're still slaying, period. Hello.
Hey y'all.
What? We were just looking forward to getting to know you better, sharing a bit about who you is to our people, give them that revolutionary inspiration. So, Jorly, did you want to kick it off, comrade?
Yes. So I'm wondering, Chief Gazi, how did Black Hammer started?
That's a really good question, comrade. So, long story short, it started with me and a group of other comrades who left prior organizations and felt that we wanted to create something to continue our journey and the journey of African and colonized people to freedom. We all understood that the different organizations or groups that we were part of were not capable of taking us to the final conclusion that we defined as freedom and liberation and self-determination and dictatorship of our own land, lives, labor, and resources. So we decided to create a vehicle that could take us to that destination. And that destination was Black Hammer Organization. And ever since we did that, we were in a trailer in South Carolina when we came up with the idea and everything like that. So that's where it got started, and it's been a journey ever since. It was like a handful of, poor working class, colonized folks, African and indigenous coming together, like 6 or 5 of us. And literally it was just, in the trailer, we didn't have Wi-Fi. So I had to travel like all the way to the nearest McDonald's, which was like almost 20 miles away, and then to get Wi-Fi every day just to be a part of meetings, get things out, promote things, discuss, all those kinds of things. But it was worth it. And now it's crazy because our first event, our first outreach event was a food drive in Savannah, Georgia. And it was just a small food drive. We did like, I think 100 sandwiches that we passed out to homeless Black and brown people. And from there, it's just been snowballing into something bigger and bigger. Every day I wake up.
I know
and we're here.
Now we're international, doing that in Puerto Rico and Nigeria and everywhere. So
it's crazy. Oh, what's this? Let me put my glasses on. What's this?
Oh, what is this?
Can you got a video? Let's watch.
I'm excited to see this one.
Black power, everybody. I hope y'all can hear me through this mask. I'm gonna have to wear a mask because I'm broke and I'm Black and I don't have health insurance. Black Power. My name is Gazi Kodzo. I'm the Commander-in-Chief of the Black Hammer Organization. The Black Hammer Organization is an anti-colonial organization that is international, that me and my poor working class, African and colonized comrades built in a trailer in South Carolina. And around the world, we have raised resources and passed out PPE to over 30,000 poor working class colonized people all over America, in Puerto Rico, in Nigeria, and in the Philippines. That is without a grant money. That is without a mayor, a politician, just the power of poor working class colonized people with nothing to lose but our chains. My name is Gazi Kodzo, and I don't want to be all right. I want to be free, goddammit. I want to be free, goddammit. I want to be free like I was 565 years ago before the first white person came across those shores and put me in chains. Put me in chains. When they left feudal, poor Europe to make my continent, Africa, into an incubator of free human labor. That is what built capitalism. Not turning me into a worker, not turning colonized people into workers, but into turning us into the loot. The loot! Not humans, the loot. What you did to my indigenous brothers and sisters and siblings here on this continent through the genocide. And then now you call them immigrants. There is only one. There is only one illegal immigrant in the United States of America, and that is white people. That is white people. And you put indigenous people in cages and called them immigrants. And it wasn't just Donald Trump. It was Barack Hussein Obama. It was George Bush. It was Bill Clinton. It was all the rest of them. Because the United States of America is white power, capitalism, imperialism, colonialism. Your dollars is my blood. Your dollars is the reason that I don't know my true name. I had to find one on Google. So I don't want to be all right. I don't want a street named Black Lives Matter. I don't want your bills. I don't want nice pigs for today until the lights go out. That's what we know they are all capable of. I want power for African and colonized people worldwide. I want self-determination. I want self-governance. I want an end to the United States of America and give back this land to the native people. It's theirs, goddammit, it's theirs. It's theirs. And I want my Africa back. I want Apple and IBM and Bell out of Africa stealing my coltan and my materials. I want Texaco and BP out of the Middle East and stealing those oil from those people. Bombing and droning those people every goddamn day. I will never ask a mayor for nothing. I ask you, the people, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because right now, look at white power. It is begging you to stop. It is begging you to stop resisting. It is begging you to stop destroying their system of capitalism. It's begging you. You have the goddamn Pope having a live video in the cathedral fully dressed, talking about George Floyd, a poor working class African he ain't never met. It's because they're afraid of you ending this and ushering, listen to this, ushering a world where no one lives at the expense of another. So weeks ago, white power's knee was on George Floyd's neck. But today, my people, our knee is on theirs. And I'm gonna tell you, like my mama would tell me when I used to play soccer and I used to hate it because I'm gay and it was hot out there. Boy, you better go back there and finish what you started. Finish what you started. Finish what you started. Finish what you started. Don't stop. Don't stop. Stop. Don't 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 stop. One more thing and I'm gonna go. To white people, ain't you sick and tired, like that sister said? Ain't you tired of genocide in your name? Ain't you tired of drones in your name? Ain't you tired of prisons in your name? I just want the white people to say black power real quick, and this is why. Because Barack Hussein Obama says white power every goddamn time he opens up his mouth. Because he is white power in blackface. So I need you, white people, to be black power in white face. Put your right fist up, it ain't your left. Come on, baby. And say black power. Black power. Black power. Black power. And the way you show solidarity with poor working class colonized people is reparations. You must pay reparations. And not in the form of these capitalist businesses, but in the form of organizations like the one here. Forms to pay reparations to my organization and other organizations fighting for liberation. And before anybody wants to say, oh, it's always about the money, ain't it? It's always about the money. Yeah, it's always about the goddamn money. That's why you took me from Africa and brought me here. It was about the money when I picked your cotton. It was about the money when I have to work these essential jobs and get sick for your ass. So yeah, it's about the money. Don't stop, 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 don't stop.
That was so inspirational. It gave me the chills, and first of all, I'm like so overwhelmed because it brings me joy to see someone in our community lead us and, stand up for us. And that to me means a lot, Commander. So I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate all of y'all. We's doing this together, y'all.
And I have one question. Like, how does it feel to, when you were coming up with Black Hammer, did you ever before that envision yourself being in a demonstration, talking to so many people? Like, how does that feel, or did it look for you?
Yeah, so like, yeah, like when making Black Hammer, because like when we decided to create it, we knew that we wanted to usher in, just like the video said, usher in an existence where nobody lived at the expense of another, and understanding what that meant. That did not mean a policy change, that did not mean a name on a street, that did not mean a cover on a magazine or a book deal. Like, it meant literally the overthrow of capitalism, colonialism, imperialism as we know it, and the replacement of the power of the people, of the poor and working class people. So my vision for Black Hammer since its founding day has always been to liberate all African and colonized people worldwide. So I do appreciate that crowd of people, but for Hammers, it's going to be so much larger every day for us, because the masses of the people are gravitated towards this line. The masses of the people are gravitated towards our 4-point platform. The masses of our people are gravitated towards, Hammer City and all of the projects that we are doing. So yeah, we are after the masses of our people. So I didn't know it was gonna happen so fast, but it has been happening. So yeah, I was pretty shocked that it happened so fast, but I've learned not to let the just enthusiasm and power of the people shocked me too much, and just be like, this is what they do. Like, this is what our people do when we really unite around our material interests, where we throw away, you know, fear and doubt and self-hate and these forms of division like misogyny and homophobia and classism and colorism, and we really, you know, come together to face off with the problem that we have ahead of us. That's when we come together. And so being there and seeing so many African colonized people there and prepared to take this struggle where it needs to go was just really, really amazing. I hope I answered the question.
Yes, we unite.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Chief, can you tell us about like how do you reclaim your culture, just like in your personal practices, your personal life?
Yeah, so reclaiming my culture and this revolution, my revolutionary like history or journey has been one and the same. Like, it was happening at the same time. Me politically understanding and researching about colonialism and what it's going to take to overturn colonialism, and then me also decolonizing myself, the way that I thought, you know. And when you are really like in the work and in the struggle, if you are true to the game, you know what I mean? You understand that the true battle is with self, right? Like, that's the number one battle that you're fighting all the time. And when I decided that I wanted to be free, when I decided that I wanted to dedicate my life to that, you know, I knew that another person was born. You know what I mean? That that I was now split in two. The old reactionary me, which is always going to be there, y'all. He's always going to be there. And the new revolutionary me, which is always going to be there and win. Right? Whenever we struggle. And I knew that that person needed a name. And so, and I also realized that, again, through doing research and seeing this amazing documentary about Australia called Our Generation, look it up on YouTube, Our Generation, Australia, it's amazing. But in there, sometimes as colonized people, I find it dealing with, you know, since we have all different nations in this organization, all different colonized nations in this organization, so beautiful and amazing. But what I found out that a lot of times, as victims of colonialism, it kind of becomes this all-encompassing thing like air. You know what I mean? So sometimes to really feel the gravitation of it or the devastation of it, we have to look at other colonized people sometimes. You know what I mean? And for me, that was true because when I saw what was going on in Australia to the indigenous people of Australia that look similar to me, to see them go through that struggle, and I totally was like, damn, that's what they did to us, right? That's what they did. They did this to us, right? And it was like, it was much more clear, right? And it's, yeah. So then there was this old leader that was part of the resistance in Australia, and the reporter asked him, like, what was his biggest fear? And he said, you know, I already met my biggest fear. My biggest fear was I met another Aboriginal person. This is what he said. Aboriginal is a racist term, but just be honest. I met another Aboriginal person that looked like me and I knew was from my tribe. And so I talked to him in the language, and he looked at me really confused, like, what are you saying? I don't understand. And then he talked to him in English, and this man had no connection to his land, to his people, to his history. Wow. He had a whole other name, whole other life. Like, and he was like, he was Aboriginal outside, but inside he was a white man. That's my biggest fear, because when that's all of us, the game is done. And I said, damn, I got me a white ass name. I only know how to speak these white ass languages. You know what I mean? I'm on this white ass capitalist trajectory in my life, you know, and I had to I was like, no, it was like understanding that everything that was supposed to be in you from your nation and history and culture and education that connected you to your people and the trajectory that your people have been going towards for thousands of years, right? That you were supposed to pick up that baton and keep it moving. This horrific force of colonialism took you out of the race. And now there's white people on your shoulders and they're guiding the race, right? And accepting all the medals, right? That's why I hate to say a third world nations, because it's like we're behind white people or some shit like that, when it's really white people are riding on our shoulders throughout this race. There's someone oppressing and taking from another to be number one, right? So yeah, understanding that everything about me was scooped out, that was supposed to be about me was scooped out, and everything that's in me was put in me by my enemy. And so there I started the cultural journey where I found the name Gazi Kodzo, and Gazi means blood in Zulu, and I'm a revolutionary. So, and I understood the weight of what was being asked of me by my people and my ancestors. So I came to the name Gazi and started, learning about African spirituality, Ifa to be specific. I started to build more connections with African people on the continent and around the world through struggle. And yeah, just a whole journey of learning about my ancestors and things like that, about the struggle of revolution and understanding that the history of revolution is part of my culture, right? Because it was just our history was disturbed, right? But it wasn't erased. And so to find the true history of colonized people, you have to read the revolutionary history of colonized people. That's the only true history that represents, colonized people. The first Black veterinarian does not represent me. The first Black woman vice president candidate, that does not represent our history. Barack Hussein Obama does not represent our history. Condoleezza Rice, Omarosa do not represent our history. Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton do not represent our history. Cory Booker does not represent our history. You know what I mean? Asada Shakur represents our history. Fannie Lou Hamer represents our history. You know what I mean? Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, like those people, Claudia Jones, those people, they represent our history. Dessalines, they represent our history. That's our history, So getting in tune with those ancestors and knowing how they lived and how they struggled against this, and moving that along. But yeah, so doing that. Also simple stuff too. I just want to say shout out to simple stuff. And I was thinking of something that I wanted to share with people that wouldn't be too crazy or hard to purchase, especially during this pandemic where our resources are being stolen. I mean, our resources and these jobs that they gave us to survive are being stolen from us. So one thing I do every day that makes me connected by Africa is just putting on shea butter. The fact that I know this shea butter came from Africa just does something to me. The fact that I know that my people have been moisturizing with this shea butter for thousands, if not tens of thousands of years, does something for me. You know what I mean? And connects me, reconnects me, puts it on, covers it in my body like, it's like a shield, from the roots that grew the nut of, the shea nut, coming out of Mother Africa and putting that on my body, arming myself for whatever struggles may come my way. And the smell of it for me is a smell of Africa too. Some people don't like it, but I like it because of what it represents for me, which is it's more than just moisturizing my skin, which does a great thing of that, but also of connecting me to my Mother Africa, especially, I haven't been there before. My feet have not been on, the crust of Africa before, but it sure has been moisturized. Hallelujah. So,
hallelujah.
Little things like that, y'all, help me.
Well, that's beautiful, Chief. So I think I'm trying to move on to the celebrity distractions. I don't know if you have time to do the first one with us. We're gonna go in on what Cardi B was talking about with her Birkin bag.
Ooh, okay, little time.
All right, so celebrity distractions, y'all. These are we about to go in and we about to sprinkle our political education throughout. And I just want to say the overarching principle of unity for this episode. I meant to say it earlier, I forgot. Is Black Hammer Principle of Unity number 4. The colonized proletariat are the only true proletariat, and only through us can white power, capitalism, colonialism, and all of their symptomatic offspring be smashed. So, and with that, let's get into this story. Cardi B responds to racist tweets about her Birkin collection. So, Cardi B jumped on Instagram to share.
I want to do this video, right? Because I've been seeing this tweet, right? I seen this tweet that it had me and it had other female rappers on it. And they were talking about They were talking about if we could get Birkins for the Hermes store, and there was also saying how we depreciate the value of a Hermes Birkin bag, and I find that really interesting, right? Because first thing first, right? I definitely could get a bag. Actually, I got 4 bags today for the Hermes store. That's one. I don't want to brag, but it's like, don't even try it. And second of all, how do, why is it that y'all asking female rappers if they could get a bag from the Hermes store? Y'all don't do these to these white celebrities. Y'all don't do these to these white celebrities. So why is it that y'all gotta be asking us? It just makes you want to be like it just makes you want to brag like you know.
All right. So Cardi B is upset, y'all. She is upset. She wants to own a Birkin and be able to own a Birkin and be validated and celebrated, just like her white, celebrity counterparts who can do it too. What do you think about that, Chief? I'm gonna let you start since you got to go a little bit soon.
Okay, so one, I do want to unite with her on, when she says, why is it an issue when I'm doing it, as this a Black colonized woman, she's African and indigenous. I know it's very hard for people to understand that two can exist in the same person, but they do. And, why is it that you are tackling me for this, but the white celebrities get to have this wealth and things like that? And the reason being, yes, that criticism should be shared amongst all, bourgeois and petty bourgeois capitalists that are showing the grandiose amount of wealth that they have that is being stolen from poor working class colonized people every day, right? Especially when we see mass unemployment. You would think that a person who has any kind of heart or dignity or shame or empathy for others, especially someone like Cardi B who came from the hood, came from the bottom, would know like, damn, this is not a time for me to be taking these kinds of pictures right now. Like, especially with people dealing with such high levels of unemployment and poverty, right, at this extreme moment. But again, she is this entertainer. And one thing that is fascinating to me is how the bourgeoisie and petty bourgeoisie never can seem to recognize their end. And when I say that, I mean in Russia, when the Bolshevik Revolution occurred, the bourgeoisie, the ruling class, the czars of Russia at that time, the white rich ruling class of Russia at that time, were partying. Were having the most expensive, amazing, gallant parties they had in record history. We're having these huge galas and showings and balls and things like that. And they knew and understood the crisis that was going on in capitalism that was happening with them, and that the people were angry, but they never could fathom that the people would rise up and overthrow them. You know what I mean? And so the day of was like the overthrow. They were partying. And so we're going through this horrific moment in history with this pandemic, record unemployment, our kids being put back to schools just to get sick and die, right? These jobs giving us cloth masks and telling us it's okay when cloth masks only protect you from 3%, and et cetera, et cetera. You see what's going on in Nigeria. You see the overthrow of Bolivia. You see all of these horrific things happening around the world closer to home. You see Africans being murdered in the street and rising up and fighting for resistance, and you think that this is the time to take a picture, a group picture with your Birkin bags.
Thank you.
Which 99.9999999% of your followers, who are the reason why you have that wealth, cannot afford. And not just that, but these celebrities, these entertainers are having these videos, and I'm releasing my music, having a video, watching a movie, doing this. And it's like, y'all, we are dying. We are dying. We are dying. Like, I love me some Megan Thee Stallion, but girl, I can't get on this hit like you getting on this hit right now, because we is dying. It's crazy out here. And you want us, and then they go to these clubs and have these parties, and you see poor working class Black and brown people going to clubs, getting sick, to go to their album release parties and things like that. So I just want to say to Cardi B, one thing about Cardi B that I will give her this is that she does speak against the violence of the police and what the police do to African and colonized people. She does speak viciously against that. But I need Cardi B to commit class suicide and see how the exploitation, the financial exploitation of our people, right, is in line with the state violence that is put on our people as well.
That's right.
And that's why Offset got pulled over and treated like a nigga, because even though he was rich, that's why we say the petty bourgeoisie. Petty, not the bourgeoisie. The colonized wealthy are not the bourgeoisie, they're the petty bourgeoisie. Reason being is because if Offset isn't recognized, Offset gets treated like a nigga.
Period.
Because of that skin color. Because they know that he is colonized and oppressed and they can do these things to him. Ask Oprah Winfrey, who almost got arrested for walking into a Louis Vuitton store in Germany when they didn't recognize who she was. They almost called the police on her because she was asking for a purse in the window, and that's too expensive for a nigger woman. Yes. I'm pretty sure Barbara Walters does not get recognized every day. And I'm pretty sure that Barbara Walters never gets treated like that.
Thank you.
Period.
Sure don't.
You know, I'm sure Eminem don't get spotted every day, but I'm sure, well, Eminem's kind of famous. They probably know who that nigga is. Next.
I'm so glad you unite with, because I had very similar things to say, but you just put it so well. But yeah, like, we care about racism, of course, but in this story, it was, the main thing that hit me was the class contradiction of it all. You know, that she can't even relate to the fact that she's up here fighting with this luxury goods that the rest of us don't even, that's not part of our world. So,
and it's like, we need, Cardi, why don't we talk about who makes the bags?
She don't care. All right, next story. Just let us know what you can go whenever you need to go, Chief. We're having fun with you regardless.
Okay, I'm gonna do this Megan, then I gotta go because I'm all up in the royal family.
All up in there, always. So Prince Harry says his marriage to Meghan Markle has made him aware of unconscious bias toward Black people, y'all. It's hard to read this. But basically, he spoke in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. Thank you, Chief Fat. Back in June, and since then, she and this is about Meghan. Meghan and Harry have been working to spread awareness to fight racism around the globe, y'all. They're working to save you Negroes, okay? They're working. They're going down here to end racism.
Hold on, wait a minute. So wait, can we break down what he said? Prince Harry says his marriage to Meghan Markle has made him aware of unconscious bias towards Black people.
It doesn't surprise me.
So, but wait. So, is he saying that when Meghan married him, he was a racist? Because he said the marriage made him aware that Black people were mistreated. So he did not know that when they was dated and all this other kind of stuff before they walked down the aisle.
Gazi, we know he wasn't racist because he wasn't in the KKK. That's the only way you could be racist. Come on now.
Oh, but child, there is a picture of him wearing a Nazi costume.
Oh,
I forgot about that, child. Bring that tea. So yeah, it's just he just really showed his ass with this whole story. Like, people have been on unconscious bias for a minute, and he just found out. And like,
that is our family. Period.
And that's also beyond. That's not even the.
Thank you.
The issue is colonialism, and all these terms that the ivory tower academics come out with. They come out with fancy words like unconscious bias and microaggressions and all kinds of stuff. These are just all symptomatic offspring of colonialism. Until you talk about colonialism, you're not talking about nothing because, if we eradicate unconscious bias tonight, we're still gonna have all the other problems that are killing our people. So it was
We'll see how this goes. But them Brits are so nasty towards Meghan, and I don't give a horse's spit about Meghan. She's very wealthy. She'll be safe and happy her whole life. but the attacks against Meghan represents attacks against all African women, you know, especially those African women that live in the UK, and the level of disdain they have towards her, and saying how, you know, Meghan, this I guess she has some witchery that she took control of Harry and made him leave. When Harry been said he don't like being in the spotlight, he been said he don't like the family. He been doing crazy shit. Y'all remember how Harry used to get drunk and high all the goddamn time? So I guess they rather him be drunk and high all the goddamn time than to be happy with a black woman in Canada. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go. I love this. I love all the work you're doing, Chief Toby and Comrade Jorly. I'm so happy you are here with us, Comrade. My new Comrade Jorly, you just came, child, and running it, child. You took that baton and is running it like Usain Bolt. So proud of you.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for being here with us, Commander. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Love y'all long. Love y'all strong. Land back.
Good night. That was amazing.
I miss him already. So yeah, that was cute. He tried it. Like, let's just move on because that was some mess. So Jared Kushner, y'all, he telling black people we is lazy. Let's roll the video, Chief Pat. See what he's talking about, his corny ass.
And respectful policy discussion. There were some things we didn't agree on, but there were a lot of things we did agree on. I think he helped make our plan better, and we appreciated it. And again, one thing we've seen in a lot of the black community, which is mostly Democrat, is that President Trump's policies are the policies that can help people break out of the problems that they're complaining about, but he can't want them to be successful more than they want to be successful. And what you're seeing throughout the country now is a groundswell of support in the black community, because they're realizing that all the different bad things that the media and the Democrats have said about President Trump are not true. And so they're seeing that he's actually delivered. He's put up results, and a lot of people want to get on board to start working with President Trump, because they know that, you know, unlike most politicians who have been in Washington for decades, who talk and say all the right things, President Trump may not always say the right things, but he does the right things. He says what's on his mind, and he gets results. And so people want results. They're tired of politicians who are promising things and not delivering.
He wants us to be successful, y'all. So I was reading about this man. I actually didn't realize this, but he is the son of a rich real estate developer who went to prison. And he's trying to lecture us on how to be successful. I think we good. We don't need tips from the likes of a parasite leech whose daddy's in prison for
white.
Thanks, but no thanks, Jared. But that was yeah. I think a parasite needs to go back to Europe and live honestly, live in a way that's not dependent on sucking dry the land, lives, labor, and resources of colonized people. And then maybe talk and see how you're doing after you have healed your relationship with the rest of the planet and the colonized people, because of course you're successful. You have everything. You stole everything.
You're about to say.
How'd that work?
And no, and like the caucasity, I apologize. The audacity is real. I'm just baffled because with what pride can you just talk like that with so much so much assertiveness, so much entitlement, the privilege.
True audacity.
The caucasity is real, Chief, and I can't stand it. This is why we need to get them out.
Land back, indeed. Give us the land back. So that was cute. I think we're done with this story. There was nothing really, like he got also totally just like mad people on Twitter. A lot of people, Africans, told him off. So I think he got an earful for his wild comments. All right, our last story of the celebrity distractions. The Senate adjourns, shutting down prospects for passing COVID relief bill ahead of election. The Senate has adjourned until after Election Day, making it increasingly unlikely that Congress will pass a coronavirus relief bill before then. So this is interesting because they actually rushed through this, how would we call this Amy Barrett woman for the Supreme Court? This colonizing asshole. She don't even like other women. She's anti-abortion. Like she's trying to control uteruses everywhere throughout the damn country. Like they rushed to confirm this woman. And 300 million people plus in the countries, at risk for coronavirus. They don't care about us. They're not looking at that. They're not trying to pass any kind of relief bill right now. They even said that it's unlikely that people would even get the measly $1,200, what do they call that? The stimulus check that they gave, like maybe 6 months ago or several months back. Apparently that's on the table, but they're not going to touch it. And
that's been on the table for a while.
And it's not anything near enough. I'm not even saying that's a good policy. I mean, it's better than nothing, but it's a slap in the face. For poor and working class colonized people, and they're not even trying to do that much. So it's just a charade. As usual, we know how they do. It's just headlines. But we know they don't care about us.
Mucho blah blah blah. A lot of blah blah blah. Next.
Yeah. So I think we could go on to the next story. Or that was the last story for this segment. But a reminder. We are building Hammer City, y'all. Okay, so I think we got at least $5. We need more bucks.
We need more. Where are the donations at, Chief?
This city not going to build itself. I'll tell you that. But we have an amazing team. I just have so much love. Let me tell y'all about our Hammer City development team. We have some people really hard at work planning the nuts and bolts of this city, right? From the power system to the water supply to what the healthcare infrastructure is going to look like, the housing is going to look like, all the nuts and bolts, right? So I just have so much revolutionary love and respect for these people, the comrades and the chiefs who are helming this project, because it is big. This money will help us to will basically supply the down payment for the land that we're trying to buy in northern Florida. And right now, this is a seasonal affective disorder. Yeah, let me tell y'all some tea. So I have seasonal affective disorder. So in the wintertime, like right now, October every year, I get mad tired. In Hammer City, in northern Florida, because the thing about seasonal affective disorder is that the closer to the equator you get, the prevalence of that disorder decreases because people are getting so much more sun exposure, right?
That's right.
That's a scientific fact. Because when I was in New York and Boston, I lived in those places, child, it was even worse. But I have a light therapy lamp. It keeps me right. But in northern Florida, in Hammer City, I won't even need a lamp. I have that light. So, yes, we're all excited for this project. I don't know. I'd be going on tangents, but I'm trying to let y'all know about my life,
Well, you're good. Let's go have
Love that jingle.
That's an amazing jingle.
Giving me Nick at Night, 1960s sitcom realness. So, yes. What we're talking about, what we do, and more importantly than talking is doing, what we're doing for our people. The free PPE drives, the clothing and food drives that we've done, the building of Hammer City, all of these things, the political education we give and we do amongst ourselves as comrades and chiefs to keep our minds sharp.
The outreach.
Thank you. Yes, Ren, that vitamin D, honey. That we'll have in Hammer City. All right. So yeah, go to blackhammer.org/join. If you colonized and you unite with this fight that we have going on in Black Hammer. If you white and you unite, send some dinero our way. Get your white people, your white friends, and send some dinero. We need
go
them dollars we can get, like Chief Gazi said in that video we watched a little bit earlier tonight.
Can we get $5-10? Like let's see this money popping.
It's about the money. Because colonialism was about the money, okay? It was extractive, and it looted us, and we're trying to rebuild and for our liberation.
And for our people, yes, we unite.
Ain't that so funny? Ain't that so crazy? It'd be like the rich, like ruling class people who'd be like, it's not everything's about the money. You have all the money. Of course, it's not about the money for you because you fine. As soon as some poor working class people want to get some money.
Yes, Ty, we got 10.
Thank you, Ty Senegal. Thank you. Now I know we got at least 15. I might have missed something earlier. Let me know if I missed something because I only saw 2 so far from Sicko Praxis. Thank you, Sicko.
Yes, Sicko.
This is so funny, by the way. Thank you, Sicko Praxis. And thank you, I already for Ty Senegal. Yes. All right. Join Black Camera. Okay, we have a class for colonizers called Dollars for Decolonization. It's every Sunday. So this is specifically for our colonizers who are trying to what's the word? Basically, support this support Black Camera, support decolonization. So every Sunday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern time, and just $25 per class. And just keep in mind that $25 will be put to great use building this work of Black Camera. So please pay them reparations and support colonized working class leadership and take this class. You can go to blackhammer.org/reparations to sign up for that class. You want to take this one, Jorly?
Yes. So it's time to come join us in our disaster relief committee. Please, please, please. It's so important to come together collectively, keep supporting the needs of our people, Black, brown, indigenous people out there, colonized people, individuals out there. The link is below. Please make sure that you visit for further information. And just a friendly reminder to don't forget to donate as well at BuildHammerCity, y'all.
We are expanding our disaster relief too. We have traditionally done PPE, but before COVID started, we were actually thinking about, and we're gonna do this now. We're doing we're expanding to do like protect our people from the ravages of natural disasters, right? Because we know our people are most impacted by that.
Yeah, so we cannot wait for the oppressors to do something about it.
Coming up next, y'all. So what time is it right now? I'm looking at my phone. 8:55. Okay, so in about 5 minutes, I believe, we have our movie Trap. Okay. So come watch this movie, get this political education on a Thursday night. The movie is called, it's real blurry, but I think it's called 9:30. Thank you, Black Hammer. So 35 minutes. It's called Siempre Pa'lante.
Siempre.
Right?
Yes, siempre pa'lante, siempre. So pa'lante is a Puerto. I apologize, y'all.
That's all right, comrade.
So siempre pa'lante is a beautiful Puerto Rican slang, a word that means pa'lante, to move forward. So we're always moving forward, no matter the obstacles, no matter the hardships. And I'm really excited to see this movie about the Young Lords and the movement, not only in Chicago, New York, but also how they advocate for the people in La Isla, in Borinquen. So I'm really excited. Come join us. Coming up.
I took that good 1 year of Spanish and well, I'm bougie, so it was grad school. But like, I love Spanish, but I be struggling. So thank you for that, Jorly.
We got you.
Remember to like and subscribe, y'all. Yeah, like us on Facebook, like us on what do you call it? Like this video on YouTube and also subscribe on YouTube. Period.
Yes, period.
Okay. I don't know. Is this the end of the show? I feel like
it is.
Okay, we have to end already. Oh, we went fast because we still got 3 minutes. But like, yes, this was real fun. This flew by. I mean, when you have Gazi on though, everything flies by because he just has so many amazing stories and he brings that like flavor to any show he is on. So, yes, thank you for joining us tonight, everybody. Thank you for your participation in these comments. Thank you, Sicko.
Yes,
love you,
Sicko. Yes, Sicko.
Anyone got any last minute donations before we sign off?
Please, we were out here looking cute with our With yes.
I shaved my mustache for y'all. It was looking real scraggly. I was like,
I did a light beat for y'all. You hello.
I was like, y'all not gonna have me out here on Facebook Live looking all wretched.
We're never gonna look crusty for y'all. That's on period.
Mama raised me right.
Hello. All right, y'all. Que tengan buenas noches. Have a great night, and we'll see you next week.
Land back.
Back.